Hello and welcome to Coffee on the Farm with Sabbath Kiwi. This is something a little bit different that we're doing here, besides my usual sci-fi mystery thriller roleplay series that I do. This is just a casual farming session where we can have a coffee and a chat. So I've got my coffee cup beside me. I hope you've got yours, or a cup of tea, whatever you're drinking. And whether you're joining me on Twitch or you're watching this later on YouTube, welcome. I think it's Pangolia or something. I'm not sure of the map name that I'm on, but this episode is, well, you've seen the title. I can't quite remember, it's that long. But it's basically about struggling being a small-time YouTube creator and letting the numbers get to you, I suppose. Oh, that was mighty close, sorry about that. Yeah, I've been doing this for a few years, creating, and I enjoy making the content I create, the stories. I've got tons of stories in my head, I tell you. This wasn't parked in a very neat place, was it? But okay. But yeah, as I was saying, I've got tons of stories inside my head, and I always want to create them. The last year has been awkward for me since I lost my mum last September. So I've been in and out of YouTube. I've moved house since then. I've been really sick as well. And this is a very tight area. Yeah, so, and I've jumped in and out, and my series Alone in the World, I think that did pretty decent for the size channel I have. And I disappeared for about 8 months or so. Come back with another series, which was Ollie, if you've seen that on YouTube. And that I enjoyed making that. That was a thrill doing that story. But watching the numbers was like, it wasn't quite as much as I was hoping, I guess. Not that I'm thinking I should be getting thousands and thousands of views. I don't, but I sometimes left wondering, is it the algorithm? Is it something I'm doing? Am I doing it wrong? Does nobody want this content? Are my stories not actually that good? That's what happens to me. So I get caught up in that, and then I start looking around for what's the content that people want to watch instead of what I want to create. We've got 2 fields to do here at the moment. We've got the... Let's have a look anyway. We've got the wheat ready to harvest, and we've got some poppies down here as well. Yeah, so got 2 fields to harvest. But yeah, small-time content creators, I'm sure some of you can relate to that. The stress and whatnot. I always forget to start the engine. So this is just a casual jump in, chat, and do some farming. In the background will be farming, and I'll be talking. I'll keep an eye on the chat. If you want to send a message, feel free. I'll try and keep an eye on it. Oops, and now hang on a sec, I've got to bring up my help menu to lay the swath, because there we go. That's the one. There we go. So there's no real goal in this. I've not got any aims to own the whole map or productions or anything like that. It's just a casual farming session. Jump on, have a listen, have a yarn. As I was saying before, it's been a tough year. I lost my mum, lost my dad a couple of years before that. And raising 2 kids on my own. One of them has a rare genetic disorder, which is he has a multi-duplication syndrome, I think it's called. It's a mouthful. It's not something I'd ever heard before either, so. But that's what we deal with, and that comes with autism and such, so. And we're stuck on a tree. Great start. So it is a lot of a stress. I've been a solo parent for, ooh, oh my god, what am I doing? Yep, I've been a solo parent since 2018. And it's been a long, hard road. We're stuck again. Great start, Sean. Yeah, some of you probably spat your coffee out right now, probably, I bet you. We didn't want a worker. Oh, this is embarrassing, isn't it? Right. So back to small-time content creators. How do you deal with it? With wanting to enjoying making the content and then seeing the numbers. And yeah, I guess feeling defeated by it. I deal with that a lot. And like I say, I enjoy making content. I really, really do. I've always enjoyed using my imagination. But it's seeing those numbers, you know, was it worth it? Did I do something wrong? Should I have done more? But yet we keep going. But then I look back and some of the things I've spoke to my kids about. My daughter will often come up and say she's not happy with her drawing or something like that. I really like her drawing, it's cute. Of course it's not perfect. I don't think, you know, perfection should be a thing we look at for kids with drawing at this age. She's only 9 years old almost. So I tell her to be patient and just keep trying, keep doing your best. If you enjoy doing it, it's worthwhile. And then I look at myself and say, why don't I tell myself the same thing? At the end of the day, I do enjoy creating content, even though I'm really bad at farming by the looks of it. But then I also look at my son, and he likes to make his own videos, and he's just in a world of his own. He's clever, he's smart, he's fast. He doesn't make gaming content or anything like that. He's 10 years old, and like I say, he's autistic. He makes like your, I don't know what you would call them. They're titled like G major videos, so if you've got kids, you might know about them. But really out the gate kind of stuff that he's making, but he enjoys it, and he doesn't care what other people think of it. He's enjoying it, so if it's good enough for him, why isn't it good enough for me? Kind of thing. But that's the daily struggle within my head, is fighting against myself, basically. My inner thoughts. But I enjoy farming. But I also think I've discovered that I have ADHD or similar myself, which I'm in the process of looking into. It isn't cheap. Adults have to pay a bucket load. I think it's like $1,500 to $2,000 for an adult to go through the assessment process. But it would make a lot of sense when I look back on my life as a child and how my brain operates now. How I've got doubt gremlins. I got that idea from a book that I read to my daughter. Doubt gremlins inside my head that basically tell me what I'm doing isn't good enough, despite me knowing it is. And that's that field done, so now we just have to go and... oh, maybe we want to put this into a trailer, I think. Where is my trailer? I haven't even had a proper look on this farm yet, but I quite like the little tiny setup it's got. I don't think we've got any animals yet. But I will give you a look at the farm before we go pick it up. We've got these 4 fields up here. And our little farm here, that's it. No, we've got nothing. We can do contracts if we want, but yeah. No productions either. There's none owned, none available. So it's a fairly simple little farm we have here. I think it's rural Romania, if I remember rightly. Quite a lot of people just walking around a dirt road, but that's okay. So I don't know how often or frequent these will be, but I just think it's something a little bit different, something a little more real, if that makes sense, rather than the fantasy role-playing. And as I said, I thoroughly and I am enjoying, if you've been watching Mr. Fish's Secret, I'm thoroughly enjoying making that. But as I mentioned, I'm having trouble with the numbers. Trying to be wanting better, I guess, but am I, left asking myself, am I fighting a losing battle? Am I doing the right thing? Am I this or that? So, I mean, if you do like content that is roleplay and fantasy, kind of mystery, sci-fi kind of stuff, which is what I focus on, then I've got a lot of that on my YouTube channel. You can go through the playlists and find them. I always make a playlist for them. But it does get tiring. Not sure if we can get straw off poppies. What is going on here? Okay. Do we get a straw? No, we don't. But that's okay. So I'm probably going to harvest this field of poppies. Put it in the silo. I've got like 430,000. I can't remember if I had a loan or not. No, I don't. But that's okay. We're not worried too much about what I'm doing here. I will want to get some animals if I do have the option here. I'm not sure if there's any cow barns to purchase or anything, but like I said, it's no real goals on this farm. Let's just see what we can do with these fields we got. I've never done poppy before, so never done farming before by the looks of it either, Sean. Come on, son. Not sure why that's not doing anything how I'm asking it to. feel like a smaller harvester would probably be a better job in here. If you can get smaller, that is. So if you got any goals you want me to do on this, let me know. There's quite a few fields on this map to buy, and I don't think they're very expensive, so we could buy up a lot of them now. But yeah, this is just farming, isn't it? So the drink of my coffee. Welcome along to those who have jumped in. This is my first time doing poppies. I don't know what they're used for really. I'll have to look it up. Do you just sell it as it is? I'm not too sure. I remember when I started my channel out, I think, was it during COVID or it might have been after my father passed away? I think that was 2022, I think. That's when I started doing it, and it was watching Scroft, I believe, that got me into it. And it's just expanded from there, and like I say, now I create some really outlandish stuff, but like I said, my Ollie series was pretty cool, I thought. If you haven't seen it, it was about alien consciousness, basically. Alien experiment on consciousness, but within the farming simulator world, which I think this game is brilliant for giving you that option to create your world, pretty much, and that's why I keep coming back to this game. Oops, I left my tractor running, didn't I? And there we go. I think I hear my daughter coming, so I'm going to have to just park the harvester up for a little bit and see what she wants. Got some corn over there to do as well, but that's not ready yet, so. Future Sabbath Kiwi here, just letting you know that the audio plays up in a moment, because I didn't adjust my microphone properly while I was streaming this. So please bear with it for a bit, and I may edit it out, some of it, so it might not make sense. Well, there's a lot of people on the streets here in rural Romania, I think I can see it. What's that? Let's just check that. Okay, that's it. Right, gotcha. Silly me. I guess that goes in. Yep. Might have to go get a baler. To pick up the straw. I'm going to have a look at the crops that we've got available on this map, because I haven't had a proper look at it after we unload this in the storage. And, I think we might end up having to just sell this. We'll have a look when the best prices are for these and what to do with it. But we ain't got much going on here anyway. Excuse me. Yes, this was probably a bad idea. Here we go. Poppy seeds, I guess that is. Cool. And what is our prices? Poppy. What's it at the moment? Oof, it's at its lowest at the moment. And I get a bit wheaters as well. Yep. But does it really matter? We could just store it up. We don't need the money. Very cool. So that's that done. The harvesting is all done. It's not hard at all. Prick the fields next, I guess. Get a baler to pick up the straw. I don't think I can see one anywhere. Probably done this wrong. Right, there. Do I have a baler? I don't think I do. Nope. Got a ladder. Nothing up there. Okay. Very cool though. I like it. Not much you can do in here though. We can go into our tools, can't we? Our vehicles. Nothing. So I need to get a baler. I think that'll be next on the list, and next time I jump on. And or when I get back, yeah, I'll sort that out. So thanks heaps for watching, and if you want to chuck a comment in the comments down below, let me know what you think. If you struggle with content creation as well and worrying over numbers, or if you've lost a loved one as well, I'm more than happy to have a sympathetic shoulder for you. So thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks, guys.